Hello everyone, I am Ankan. So today let's see how we can print a inverted right triangle pattern using C programming. So to print this pattern, we'll first take n as input. So n will represent the height of our triangle and also the base of the triangle or the number of columns. So the number of columns and number of rows in our triangle would be equal to n. So let's see how we can print this using C programming. So firstly, we will take n as input. So n here will represent an integer and we will take this input from the user. So after this, we have to iterate over the rows. So since there are n rows, so we will take a for loop and iterate it for n times. So let's take a for loop for n row equal to 1, row less than or equal to n, row plus plus. Then inside this loop, we have to iterate over each column. So how many columns are filled in each row? So let's say that. So in the first column, or in the first row, we have n columns filled. In the second row, we have n minus 1 columns filled. In the third row, we have n minus 2 columns filled, and so on. So using this pattern, we can say for ith row, so there are n minus I plus 1. So these many cells are filled with some symbol. So if we substitute n equal to 1, so we'll get n minus 1 plus 1, which is equal to n. And so it is matching our first row. So there are n cells filled in the first row. If we substitute I equal to 2, then we'll get n minus 2 plus 1, which is n minus 1. So in the second row, we have n minus 1 cells filled. So this is matching our expected number of cells. So using this formula, we can calculate how many cells we have to fill. So let's use this for iterating over the columns. So let's take another for loop and int column equal to 1, column less than or equal to n minus. So I here represented the row number. So here, since we have taken row as our variable, let's take n minus row plus 1. Then we have to increment our column. So column plus plus. So inside this, now we are at the each cell level. So we have to print some symbol. So let's print star. So once we have iterated over all the cells in a given row, we have to go to the next line or the next row. So for that, we have to add a new line at the end of the row. So let's print a new line once the row is completed. So yeah, that's it. So we are iterating over each row, and after iterating over the row, we are printing a new line. So this is the code. Now let's try to run the code. Let's substitute 5, n equal to 5. So yeah, as you can see, we have that inverted triangle with 5 rows and 5 columns. So this is matching our expected output. Let's try with some other values of n. Let's say n equal to 8. Yeah, we have 8 columns and 8 rows, which is matching our expected output. So this is the code for printing the inverted triangle pattern. So hope you have liked the code. So thank you so much.